just about set for football here at iconic Wembley Stadium in North London. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Wembley. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Throwing to someone with his length, Mike, there's a lot of benefits. The catch radius, the ability to adjust to an off-target throw. But you have to also look at the other side of the coin there. For these defenses, those bigger, extended bodies, that's just a lot big target to go after and hit. So they're able to take advantage of it here. So I promise you, that receiver gets back into the huddle. He's telling his quarterback, hey, man, bring that ball down. I'm happy to go fight and compete for the ball, but you've got to protect me.
And it's third down.
Third down and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
The quarterback on the scramble.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately, he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And despite a nice juke, we're going to get a yard to show for it. Second down.
19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throwing right sideline and complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Now he'll run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run out of the gun. It's Miller. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
A loss of 2.
This is pretty
Brings
impressive
up
from the
2nd
big
and
guy
12
in the middle, Mike. I
at the
mean,
Jets'
typically we see
42-yard
these
line.
guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a screen set up for Miller. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The tackle made back at
The reality is a lot of times bubble screens are just added on to a traditional run, and you're saying to the quarterback, don't hand the ball off if you don't think it's a good look. But what you're not counting for is that he decides to throw it out to the bubble, and you end up losing yardage.
Tannehill to throw. He'll try to run for it.
the quarterback on the scramble. A gain of 12
Sometimes it's
yards.
just a case of
Brings
taking what
up
the defense
4th down.
gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up 4th down.
So now Mike McDaniel will send out the field goal unit. This is going to be from 53 yards out. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Dolphins are out to an early 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. They'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to see the football for the second time. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snap.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is a great example of why these outbreaking routes towards the sidelines are so critical to have great timing and rhythm between the receiver and the quarterback. In this case, he just can't quite keep his feet in bounds. Great effort to secure the catch, but it's going to result in an incomplete.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. Now, faking the give. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it, and this is a great example here why.
Tannehill. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now Tannehill. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
6 yards.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at fourth down as a result.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Jets offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting and waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To number 33. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Jets first down.
It's a gain of 10.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Back to throw. On the run is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
36 yards.
A big play for the Jets. 36 yards.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12.
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. He'll get this out wide. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it's 4th and goal.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
The Jets will send out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. Folks' kick is good, and the Jets will tie the game at 3 apiece. So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Throw is Tannehill. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. They bring their tight end right. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still first down.
Here's Tannehill. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter, and they've got 2nd and long, 2nd and 14. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to throw is Tannehill. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 14.
Third and long. Throwing, Tannehill. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be out of bounds, down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Miami. A run here with Miller. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The tackle made by Lonnie Johnson. Brought down back at the 27.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 6-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the
Delayed
playoff
game.
on third and short.
Still third down.
So, from 3rd and 2, back him up to 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
And it was really the lack of production on 1st and 2nd down that put them in this hole to begin with, Mike. So I think going forward, more execution on early downs, more efficiency. Don't wait till 3rd down to convert for a new set of downs. Be aggressive on those 1st and 2nds and take the fight to the defense.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Start the drive with Miller. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Brought down back at the 27.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Tannehill to throw. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Miller, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
He was brought down by Trey Brown. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
3 points are huge.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now, he'll air one out. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jets offense ready to take over possession of the football. Now, faking the give. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the 1st down.
It'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Complete, and nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Miller. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
It was actually a really nice play design. I just don't love the execution. So with this RPO, what you're hoping is you can hold that extra defender near the line of scrimmage, and it allows your guy to kind of leak out behind them, but just didn't look like the timing and that everyone was on the same page, and ends up kind of being a wasted down.
He's got his man right side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
38-yard line.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back to London, England. After this, they'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Tannehill. The throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal. They send a receiver in motion left. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
It's an easy 3. Come on, chip shot. That's an easy 3. Come on, a chip shot. That's a gimme. That's a gimme.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Dolphins. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Dolphins move out in front, 13-3.
Dolphins 13, Jets 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. This up just shy of the 30. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They're in a 10-point hold, 13-3, as this drive starts with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Intended for number 88, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Number 88. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Back to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. The Dolphins offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position, 10. taken down just shy of the 10. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. They send the tight end in motion. In the red zone now, he'll drive to throw.
Tannehill's pass, complete to number 84. It's a gain of 8.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Receiver in motion, going right. They'll run with Miller. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punting.
Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the Dolphins add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before shy of the 25-yard line. The Jets offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. To just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Here's 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He tried to keep the play alive as long as he could, understanding it's third down, and you've got to buy every second for somebody to unfold, give every opportunity to extend this drive, but I really like the decision at the end. Instead of taking a loss, instead of forcing the ball into a bad coverage look, he throws it away, probably ends the drive, but I don't think there was really anything else left for him to do.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they'll let Dodger run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Straight ahead with Miller. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Back to throw is Tannehill. His throw left side is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Makes it 3rd and
2. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Throwing Tannehill. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative. No time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take
over 1st and 10.
The Jets offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. To throw here to begin the drop. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
New York.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
A run on first down. close to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards, and the Jets have a first down.
This is a clear example of a running back who really trusts his speed. He understands if he just holds his line towards the sideline, he's going to outrun most of the defenders on the field. That's exactly what he does. Picks up the first down before being forced out of bounds.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
85. A gain there of 20. Good for a Jets first down.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First down, Jets.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
On the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here comes Rowe. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Trying to keep this drive moving, 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get him. Mike, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, try to build off this last drive?
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Jets are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Dolphins 20, Jets 10.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. But he might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Come on, 3 more points. You can do it. You can make that in a sling.
Tannehill to throw. Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
They'll try again here. Miller gets it out of the pistol. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
To throw is Tannehill. He runs with it. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Dolphins first down.
And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs. And now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
And this takes him into the red zone. Miller. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
They'll motion a tight end right. On second down, they run the counter. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
First and goal at the
Really well
5-yard
executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4-5 speed to maybe play a 7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball is going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead.
Jets 10.
Both teams ready to go once more. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll look to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
You can feel the frustration starting to build, can't you? It's in their body language. It's how they're getting in and out of the huddle. There's no tempo. There's no energy. Somebody needs to get that huddle, look them in the face and say, hey, guys, we can either sleepwalk through the rest of this game and lose, or somebody be the jump start that we need to really find our rhythm and timing.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
10 yards to go.
tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 41.
The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Midfield, mark him at the 48-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down. Now Tannehill. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 2 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, couple. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Jets offense about ready to take over once more. Shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
9. From the 24 now, here's second and 9. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
They'll come up to third and 3. Back to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. We'll try the right side this time. Room to run past midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. And the Jets have a first down.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
It's first down, and they'll run. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. At That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And he will score! Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Folk now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jets are able to cut the deficit to 10.
The score, Dolphins 27, Jets 17.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now a screen set up for Miller. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. A run up the middle with Miller. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Third and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Slot man in motion left. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Tannehill working from the pistol. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That's good.
15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. I know not all corners are regarded as the best tacklers, but this guy's someone who clearly takes pride in being able to apply a decent hit every now and then. And in this case, he's able to blow this toss play up for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw is Tannehill. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
First down.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Man in motion, heading left. He'll get this out wide. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Motion man is the tight end going right. Miller. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Miller. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Third and goal. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Now, the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
Fitzpatrick on the keeper. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Jets. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Now, Folk on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Makes the score Dolphins 34, Jets 24.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. Throwing, Tannehill. Pass taken in by Miller. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They're going to motion the tight end over here. A run out of the gun. It's Miller. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, Miami.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
Dolphins first down.
Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the fourth quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw him the ball. And for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
Second down, they need 7. Once again, it's Miller. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, this is Miller. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Jets are going to use their third and final timeout here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, another one from the 5, second down and goal. He'll keep this himself, and he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A 3-yard loss.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll run, and it's Miller. And the defense rallies to the ball, brings him down at the 5. It's fourth down.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins will extend their lead.
Jets 24.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Fitzpatrick's pass, complete to number 87. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
And 4 yards to go.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Going for it all. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long from London.